Hi everyone, and thank you for tuning in to Regina Young and the Zyboy channel. So, we're still talking about the government shutdown, and there is a little bit of good news. Not a lot, but a little bit. Certain companies are offering help while the governor shutdown is happening. We were informed that certain companies were willing to waive fees and not charge the late fees, because if you don't pay your bill, you usually get a late fee. Usually the late fee is like something like $25 to $40. So they're waiving it. Some of the companies are saying, hey, it's not your fault that we're in the governor shutdown, so why should y'all suffer? We'll make a way where we keep y'all service on. Cell phones are doing it. We keep your services on, and after the shutdown is over and everything's back on track, we will allow y'all to make monthly payments to be able to pay it off since we kept the service on. So that's a little bit of good news, right? I also noticed that all the banks have been posting, you probably got this already, where they contact you and say if you were affected by the governor shutdown, please contact your local bank. I think that is more for people that are in the military or the ones that are not getting paid. Even though they're called to go back to work, they're not getting paid for working. So that's what that is. So the banks are saying, hey, we'll work out a deal, negotiate, maybe we can reduce your payment or just hold off on you paying in general. Every person's situation is different, so I don't really know. What I do know is that this popped up saying business was offering, oops, look at me advertising for them, saying that business were offering assistance. Even some were giving away freebies, it says. It's called the Shutdown Special. So, even though it's not the best news, there are companies like AT&T that are offering relief on your phone bill, at least until they figure out what all they can do to assist you during the shutdown, because they don't want to lose customers, so they're darn sure going to find a way to be able to assist you and help you with your bill. They don't want to lose you. That's just the way it is. Then, of course, if you watch my other video, I talk about the food bank. They talk about the food bank here. But they're also saying that the food banks are worried that they will not have enough of supplies. Because I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. Yes, some people use their EBT, food stamps, SNAP card very well. They stacked up on the canned goods, the rice, the beans, the peanut butter and jelly, the, flour, whatever. They stacked up. We did a video on that telling you what all to buy. We actually show you some of the food boxes that were going out to different people in the community, and the food bags that local schools are giving out to children on Fridays to send them home with something so they may have a little meal. Most of the children's packages came with milk, oatmeal, cereal, a Pop-Tart, cookies, fruit snacks. I know some people weren't happy about it, but you know what? They're children. Children do eat candy. Children do eat sweet stuff. And the food banks are giving it out. And food banks are actually in Delaware. Some of them give you cookies. They give you chips. You'll be surprised what some of the food banks give. And a lot of people are worried about what, it's whatever's donated, that's what they give. So if it's donated, that's what you get. There was a saying when I was growing up, beggars can't be choosy. So whatever they are passing out is what you will get. Now, the other issue is a lot of people are worried about the EBT cards running out of funding. Well, it says that the funding should stay on your card. However, it does not say in March the funding will stay on your card. So that was the $1 million question. If I keep my benefits until March, because there are no benefits in March, will I still have benefits on my card? Me personally, I don't think if it was me, I would risk it. I think that I would stack up on canned goods and beans and, just tea, coffee, honey, oil, salt for seasoning, stuff like that. Tuna fish, chicken. You can buy chicken in a can. You can buy Vienna sausages in a can. You can buy fish in a can. There's sardines. You can even buy lobster in a can. They have crab soup if you like crab or seafood. So, you can still pretty much eat whatever you want. You just have to eat it a little differently. But you can still eat pretty much what you want. The other question that people were asking me was about Section 8. Section 8 might be affected. They might be affected. I don't know how to say this, but I know when I talked to a couple of housing people that rent their homes, some of the private ones were saying that they were a little concerned because a lot of people, it's the small business people that I think are going to get hurt a lot because, Walmart is a multi-million-dollar store. They're always going to have people shopping in there. But you have like these little mom and pop stores that have a lot of people to go in there and buy stuff with their EBT card that I think will be hurt because they make a lot of money off of people with their EBT card. And if you live in Dover, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You have the little size store that does the great subs. And I always remember that store. It's right in downtown on a private road. Very great subs. However, it's like every time I went on break, I would have to wait a long time because so many people order subs there. And they were able to accept EBT. So they got a lot of fun in there. People were buying lunch meat there and cheese and whatever else there. So, it's those people that I honestly think might get hurt from the shutdown. The other people are people that are not getting paid. There's people that don't have money for gas right now. Like, they can't even fill their car up with gas. But, they want them to go to work. But how can they go to work if they don't have gas? So, is there someone that's going to give them gas so they can go back to work or what? Section 8 people, they actually have a program out called Delaware Section 811. It's a project rental assistant program. If you're on Section 8, what I personally think you should do is look into fixing your credit, getting your credit score up, so you don't have to be on public housing no more. You can buy your own house. You don't have to be on Section 8. You can get your own house if you build your credit up. Build your credit up, get your own house, look for a low interest rate, get in programs like In-Call, ask them if they still have the Fannie Mae program, the HARP program. This Section 811 project seems to be a pretty good program. Here it is right here. Now, this is actually for low-income people, but you definitely have to have a job. You have to have a job. And if you're disabled, they do have requirements. So this program tells you. Now, this program is actually in Delaware, but like I said, it don't matter what state you're in. Every state has a program. You put in your state and the word Section 811, and it should come up. And then you will know what the requirements are in your state. But I'm telling you from personal experience, In-Call is a beautiful program. And if you live in Delaware, there are tons of In-Calls. you need to contact them. Because you do not have to be on Section 8. You can be buying your house. Why rent? Why live somewhere that you can never own? You'll never own it. They come to your house. They have to inspect it. They tell you what to do. That's too much. When you can have your own. Come in when you want. Have company over when you want. Let who stay with you when you want. You don't have to say, hey, can my boyfriend stay over? Or can my cousin stay? Because on Section 8, people can only live in your house or stay in your home, I believe it's 2 weeks or less. After that, if you let them stay, you run the risk of being evicted. And if they cut the money for Section 8, you know, there's nobody paying y'all rent. So if nobody is paying your rent and you're not working because you've been dependent on the governor to, you know, take care of you, you're going to come into a lot of trouble, honey. A lot of trouble. I'm just giving you that. I'm telling you right up front. Because these companies, they have to make money. So therefore, they can't keep you there. They have no choice but to, you know, let you go. You have to leave. Now, if that comes to be a problem and you need someone to pay your rent, and like I said, this is Delaware, you can contact some of these programs and it will help pay your rent. Now, I don't know how much funding they have. I don't know if they have funding. I don't know 100% how this works. But you call them and you make an appointment and you see if they can come. See if you can come and have an appointment and see if they can help you. And some of these places, they don't just pay for housing. They have counseling service. They have loan service to help you get a loan so you'll be able to get your house. Stand By Me is a great program. Stand By Me will help clean up your credit, help you write the letters, negotiate, make deals to clean it all up so you will be able to purchase the home that you want. Because Section 8 is not guaranteed. They're cutting things all kind of ways. Left, right. They don't really care. They're just cutting it. So you need to make a plan. You need to figure out what you can do. I list on another page of mine, I have another video that actually told you exactly, you know, where to go at if you need food, if you needed clothes. You know, I'm telling you where to go. I'm helping you. And that's why it's so important for people, if you're watching this video and you have friends that live in different states, you should definitely be sharing these videos. If you are on food stamps, WIC, Section 8, you're getting a welfare check, you should be sharing these videos. If you know somebody that's on it, you should be sharing and subscribing. So you always know what programs come up. Because as soon as I get the information, I pass this information off to you. I felt like there was no need me getting the information and holding it back or not telling people. If you have a house and your house is not in the best shape, you can contact the program called the Weatherization Program that will help fix your house. You do an application, they come out and look at your home, they say, hey, this has got to be fixed, this. And then they'll tell you how much money they will assist you in fixing your home. The goal is for people to get off of the state. But if you're working and you're doing all this you can, I'm not going to judge you. Why? Because who am I? I'm not going to sit back and judge you. What I will do is try to help you by giving you information so you can better yourself. I want to see you do better. I want to see you help yourself. Because the last thing you want to do is be like me, where people assume that you get welfare or you get Section 8 or you get this and you get that, and be 100% incorrect.